you cool cats and kittens. Today we are doing another breakfast video. So I'm gonna make enough breakfast to put in the freezer for 1 month. So here we go. Okay, so this time I'm gonna make granola again. I'm making breakfast burritos, breakfast quesadillas, 4 banana breads, and when we have those, we'll have fruit with that, French toast, waffles, yogurt, and morning glory muffins. So we're gonna start with the banana bread because that takes a while to bake. I only have 4 hours and 12 minutes to get this done today because I got some stuff going on, so we'll see how quickly we can get this done. So when I'm making something, I try to lay all the ingredients out because I'll get like distracted. A kid will need help with something and then I'll go help them. You have to wait a minute. And so I lay it all out. That way if I have to step away and I come back, I can see what I didn't put in it. It's just how real life is. So what you're gonna do first is I'm using a KitchenAid. You don't have to use a KitchenAid. And we are going to mash 5 bananas. This is enough for 2 loaves. I have to do 2 loaves at a time because I only have 2 bread pans. I need to buy some more because they're trying to be quiet. We're gonna let those mash, and while that is going, we're gonna crack 2 eggs in a bowl. We need 2/3 a cup of butter softened, so I'll put that in a bowl too. Okay, so now we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Now remember, I am making 2 loaves, so if you only wanted to do 1, but honestly, if you're freezer mealing, you should make as many as you can, right, at once. This banana bread recipe is so simple and it always turns out really great. Now we're gonna add a pinch of salt. I'm gonna grab my butter, pinch of salt, our 2 eggs, and then you need a teaspoon of vanilla. Or 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And I'm out of vanilla, so that's how much is going to be in there. And now we're going to put some all-purpose flour. We need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Okay, so you're going to add the butter. Okay, so then we have like 3 cups of flour. What am I missing? We got the butter. I think that's it. Oh, sugar. We definitely need sugar. And now we need 1.5 cups of sugar, and then that is it for this recipe. So then we're gonna bake it for 50 minutes, which seems like a long time, but it does take forever. So I'm gonna put both loaves in at the same time. So I said I needed some of these, and my dear friend Ruth went and got me some. So sweet, I just wanted to mention that. But, okay, so we've got all the ingredients in here, and I'm just going to scrape the sides down real quick, and then I'll put it back on. You can add nuts to this if you want. I'm not going to. And like I said, I'll serve this with fruit when we pull it out of the freezer for the kids. Grease your bread dishes and get it in at 350 for 50 minutes. So now I'm going to start browning, making coffee. 2 pounds of sausage. You can use any kind you want. And this is going to be for our breakfast quesadillas. So get those going. Okay, so I've got sausage going in here, and I'm going to also start the French toast too. I'm going to make a ton of French toast. I'm going to try to. So I've got this griddle, and I'm gonna plug this in. French toast is super simple. All you need is an egg batter, and then you dip your bread in it. And you can do this on a regular skillet too. This is just gonna be faster for the amount I'm gonna try to get done. So, man, I can't think today. I need some coffee. I need my coffee. I'm I'm going to get some eggs and some milk and cinnamon and mix it all up in here, and then we will start the French toast.
Choose it, don't lose it, don't let confuse it. Only then you'll be God. Feel like that. Feel like that. Feel like that. Your arms around me and stay with me. Feel like that. Your arms and stay with me, baby. Feel like that. Your arms around me and stay with me. Feel like that. Your arms and stay with me, baby.
Okay, so my sausage is cooked. I'm going to put this in a bowl, and then I'm going to cook 2 dozen eggs in this same skillet. There's not really hardly any grease, surprisingly. But we're going to try to use the same pan as much as possible so I don't have as many dishes. And these are for the breakfast quesadillas. And I'm going to continue to be making French toast.
Throwing aside, I can't wait to start. You should call the police. No, I even
That's the book I'm listening to right now. If I haven't talked to you about Libby yet, Libby is a free app to watch stuff through your library. You use your library card. It's amazing. They have so many options for audio and ones you actually just read on your device. I love it, and like I said, it's 100% free. So I've got 2 dozen eggs cooking for our breakfast quesadillas. Then I'll mix it with the sausage, and I'm going to continue with this French toast. I've done almost 2 loaves of bread, and I think I might do one more. We'll see. This is 24 pieces right here, but I don't know. We'll see how many I get.
with me, baby. Feel like that. Your arms around me and stay with me. Feel like that. Your arms and stay with me, baby. I keep a photograph in which we were in love, caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I barely even knew who you were. What did you do? I didn't care, 'cause you were perfect, I swear. But somebody told me that it's over. I know it's true. You made me happy for a while.
Okay, so I've got my 2 dozen eggs, my 2 pounds of sausage. I'm gonna put that together. Sad baby. And then I'm doing 1 jar of these fire roasted green chilies, mild. I'm gonna mix this all together and then I'll put the cheese on the quesadillas as I get them on the griddle. I'm gonna take a break from the French toast while I do these. And then here are 2 loaves of the banana bread done.
We were obsessed and we felt warmth in our chests. Your heart was full of dreams. It made you feel extreme. Give me a sign if you keep it in mind. But somebody told me that it's over. I know it's true. You made me happy for a while. I remember fleeting times when we stepped on top of cars. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I remember fleeting times when we watched the sparks so far. Now I don't know.
Okay, so we are making the Morning Glory muffins. I love using the food processor for this, guys. I've talked about this before, but you just put it on this setting here and it shreds it. If you had it flipped, then it would cut it like onions and peppers for fajitas, and it comes out like this. So we needed 3 cups of shredded carrots and 3 cups of shredded zucchini. We might be a little low, and that's okay. We'll just we'll figure it out. Okay, so we're making Morning Glory muffins. We've got 3 cups of each of those, and then we're gonna start with 3 bananas in the KitchenAid and get those all mashed together. This is a triple recipe. It should make 45 muffins, so we shall see. If you don't have that many kids, or if you're making these for yourself, obviously you do not need to make this many, but I'm trying to make enough breakfast for a month. So we're just gonna blend those together.
You don't know me when you with me.
Your oven at 375, and now we are going to start adding in our other ingredients. You need 7.5 cups of flour.
Never die. Now everybody's home.
Now we are going to add in 3 cups of oats. I don't have to move my thing because it's on the oats. If you try this recipe, let me know. The lady that I got this recipe on Pinterest, and she said that you want to let them cool in the refrigerator before you put them in the freezer bag. So I'm going to put them in my fridge, and then once they're completely cooled, then I will put them in baggies and put them in the freezer. So 3 cups of oats. Man, I think that I'm going to overflow this mixer. Oh. Let's see how far we can get. And then Lila cracked 6 eggs for me. We can go ahead and put those in. Okay, Lila, now I'm going to have you measure out 18 tablespoons of olive oil. Alright, this is not going to work in here. So you can't do a triple batch in the KitchenAid, just so you know. We're going to get a big bowl.
Got it.
Okay, so now my kitchen, you guys can see more of my lovely, messy kitchen. Was clean before I started. I cleaned it before I started. Now I'm going to add in our vegetables. So this is a great way to get vegetables in the morning, which is one of the reasons I wanted to try this recipe. We almost have everything. Now we need 1.5 cups of honey. Lila, do you want to get the honey? And I also like that this is sweetened with stuff that's good for you. Honey and bananas. That's fine. Okay. Now we're going to add some milk and raisins. You need 2 cups of milk and 3 cups of raisins. And we need a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of baking powder, and a tablespoon of baking soda. We've got 2 cups of milk. I'm just making sure I put everything in here. Yep, that's it. So now we're just going to mix this together, and it looks like kind of like hummingbird cake to me. I don't know.
Looks like coleslaw with raisins.
We'll see. Hopefully it's good. It's going to be very moist, that's for sure. So I'm going to mix all this up, and then we will get them into the muffin tins. Bake at 375 for 22 to 24 minutes. First, you're gonna get all of the liquids in a little pot and get them simmering on the stove, and then we'll get all the dry stuff together. 1 cup of honey. This is a double batch. If you're gonna make it, you may as well do a double batch because you'll love it, and then you have to make it again. And if you have all the stuff out, you may as well just make a big amount. My kids love this. My husband and I love this granola recipe. It's good for you. It's so much cheaper than buying it at the store. We love it. If you can get local honey, that's good for allergies because the bees collect pollen from your area. And then we're gonna do 1 cup of coconut oil. It's a pretty simple recipe. It's just 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup. So a cup of honey, a cup of coconut oil, a cup of molasses in this sauce pot. Put it on low, and it's just to bring it all together. It'll melt this. Coconut oil is in between solid and liquid right now. And I don't like molasses in a lot of things, but in this, it is delicious. So we got our molasses. Dogs are barking at something out there. Alright. If you have a granola recipe you love, leave it in the comments below. I would love to try it. I am partial to this one, but I would try it. Okay, so we're gonna put this on the stovetop, like I said, and then we'll do the dry ingredients. Okay, so we're gonna use 1 whole container of oats. You don't want quick oats, you want the old-fashioned. So dump that in. Muffins are almost done. We're almost done for today. I'm glad because I'm tired. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're gonna do 2 cups of wheat germ. This is really good for you, great source of fiber. And this looks like it's gonna be all of this. One thing, you're not gonna mess this up. If you wanna put extra or if you wanna take something out, do it. It's not gonna mess it up. Okay, so we got our wheat germ. Now we're gonna do 2 cups of coconut. I was out of the unsweetened, so this is sweetened coconut. Not as good for you, obviously, so get the unsweetened if you can, but still gonna be delicious. Might be even a little better, sweeter. This does call for dried fruit. I leave that out because some of my kids don't like it, and then I have craisins and raisins that they can put in it after. It doesn't need to bake with it, so just so you know. Now we're gonna do a cup of flax seed. This is also so good for you. This is a great way to get some of these things in that it's kind of hard to get into a kid. I also like to put it in smoothies if I can. So we got our flax seed. Now 3 cups of nuts. If you are allergic to nuts, you don't need to have nuts. You can use any nuts that you would like. I'm using slivered almonds and walnuts today because that's what I have. So 3 cups of nuts. I got this bowl, I think someone left it here after a get together and they didn't want it back, but I think it's from the Dollar Tree. It's my biggest mixing bowl, and I would like to get, I want to get a big metal one someday. They have them on Amazon. My lady J. Morrell on Large Family Table has a giant one. If you haven't seen her cooking, you need to watch it. She's my favorite. And then I'm doing walnuts too. And then obviously this doesn't go in the freezer. You can leave this out, but so nice to have. And then we'll have this probably on Sundays again. Now we need a cup of sunflower seed, or a half a cup, but I'm gonna probably do a little more than that. I like them. In there. And 4 tablespoons of cinnamon, and then this is done. We'll mix this all together, and then I'll add the liquid when it's all combined. These turned out really great. I'm excited to see what these taste like. Lots of muffins. Here's our liquid that I am cooking down. Excuse the stove, I got cheese on it from when we were making eggs earlier in the video. So So this is the honey, molasses, coconut oil, cup of each thing. And yep, we are almost done for the day, guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna pour this liquid on here. Mix it together. I forgot something. I forgot a cup of water. So you're gonna bake this at 250 for 45 to 90 minutes until it's dried out, but not crunchy. When it gets crunchy, when you take it out of the oven and let it set. I used to overcook my granola because I thought that, sorry it's loud in here, my mom is helping my son with spelling and my dad is teaching my daughter business, which is great. So I still have some muffins in the oven. As soon as they come out, I will get this granola in 250 for, I usually do end up doing about 50 minutes. Then just turn it off, let it cool completely, and then you can put it in whatever container you're going to keep it in. That smells so good.
It does.
Now I've got 2 cookie sheets here, and I'm going to spray these and just fill it up. Okay, so I'm done for today. I didn't get to finish everything, but I did all of this in under 4 hours. Pretty good. My kids are being kids. I got done 32 breakfast quesadillas, 2 loaves of banana bread, 53 slices of French toast, 48 morning glory muffins, and a double batch of granola. So this is what that looks like. Ta-da! So I still have a few things to make, not a big deal. I'll get to them. This makes your life so much easier. Not having to come up with breakfasts and just having it all ready to go is a huge help in the mornings. I love it. Plan to try to do it every month if I can. If you try any of these recipes, please let me know. I'm gonna have the I'll have them in the comments below. Remember, always love God and love people, and I hope you have a blessed day.